Happy Sunday. Okay, you are not alone if you have ever looked at a painting and thought, what am I looking at here? Artwork is so dependent on the individual because it speaks to our emotions, the most subtle of emotions. It speaks to the parts of the human experience that cannot be put into words. So the short answer for how to appreciate art is just to let yourself enjoy it, just to let it be and let your reactions happen. The long answer, art is an experience. Art can't be explained adequately in words because it speaks to a non-verbal part of the human experience. Understanding abstract art is very similar to meditating. When you're meditating, you're often encouraged to just let your thoughts happen and don't judge them, just let them be for what they are and let them pass by, similar to the clouds in a sky. Just let them be there, allow them to be. It's the same thing with art. You need to let go of your inkling to try to understand it and try to grasp it and just let it take you somewhere. There's no right way or wrong way to interpret any piece of art. And I think that's probably the best news of all. Artwork is up to you. I mean, if it makes you feel inquisitive, if it makes you feel joyful, if it brings up a memory from your past, that's all up to you. That is art having an effect on you. See where a painting takes you. Art gives us the freedom to assign whatever meaning we want to a piece. And if you don't know how art affects you, then figure out what's going on in your body. Are you having a visceral, emotional reaction? Are you angry? Are you anxious? Are you joyful? Are you hopeful? Are you free? That is all allowed, and it's all right. It's all okay, because if you're interpreting it to be that, then that's what it is for you. So for example, I get really happy and excited, but also zen and calm when I see a really deep blue color. Like, I mean a blue that has been mixed with black, and it is so close to black, but it is such a deep blue that I can't put it into words. And every time I see that tint of blue, I am transported. And that is art having an effect. The cool thing about artwork and abstract art is that you are working outside the realm of answers. You're working outside the realm of explanations. And so I want you to paint with me today. And I'm so excited to introduce a new line of prints that I have done for Urban Garden. You can buy it right now on urbangardenprints.com. I've got to tell you this story. It was so serendipitous, and it was an accident. It was a total accident. I was playing with lines on the page, and my brush happened to pick up some of another color from my palette, and I did a swipe, and the minute I saw that line that was, I think it was the blues mixed with white and then the greens, I had that visceral reaction. I had that emotional reaction. Something in me just went, oh, yes! So I'm gonna show you a little bit of the process of creating abstract art. To show you an example, I think this is the first swipe that I had made. That was the accident that had a little bit of the light blue with this rich blue and the white in the middle, and I was hooked. I was like obsessed with the way this looked, with how it made me feel, and I just kept on going with it. And we have a whole set of prints in all different colors. So I usually don't show this portion of my process because it's a little messy, but I love this robin's egg blue. Actually, before I get started, I'm gonna light a candle. That's what I usually do. But for me, I think a really healing thing is smelling a match. I don't use lighters because I love the smell of matches so much. My grandmother-in-law's apron with the sexy naked lady on it. I freaking love this thing. I don't use too much. I try not to put too much paint out on the palette because as you mix the colors, you don't need that much. A bit of water on the brush. I really like to keep the brush moist. White goes in the middle for me, usually when I'm doing acrylics, because I just want the white to go on everything. I really like this light blue. I'm into this one. Gorgeous. I love that it's already dripping. See, they're already getting familiar with each other. Okay, let's go to the canvas. Okay, so I've got my palette ready, and all these colors are getting very well acquainted because they're dripping, which I love. I love when that happens, because then these effortless mixes kind of start to happen in between each color. Yeah, I just like to let it happen, honestly, especially on the palette before I get to the paper. Every single color that I use is mixed with another color I use at some point. So all colors are very harmonious. I should have been using a palette knife to mix this. I'm sorry, total rookie move to use a brush to mix your paint, but for the sake of this video, it will do. First, sometimes what I do to really get up my courage before I put the brush on the paper, I grab a Starbucks cup. And I have a little fun with this one first. And see, I will use this for my coffee. It's just a little way of getting my courage up before I actually put something on the paper. And I'm already messy. Great, we are off to a good start. What I'm gonna do is kind of think through, like, where on this paper, this is my test swatch, but where on this paper do I want to have these lines? What will be suitable for them to be hung either horizontally or vertically, and what would look nice to the eye. So I kind of want to try a dark blue mixed with like a mid-tone or lighter blue. So that's what I'm going to start with. So that's what we're looking like. And these first two lines need to be horizontally aligned, or they need to be mirrored and switched on the other side. That's kind of what I'm going for. I'm just going over this again. I can add water later if I think I need to. In those very specific areas. Okay, great. Those are the first two, but I want these to be a little lighter. Rinsing my brush off in the water. Okay. Thing with this collection is that every single line mark is very deliberate. So it doesn't take long to paint, but it takes a while to like think through it. Because before I make a line on the page, I have to think through it. Next, I want dark white, light blue. I like him. What if he also went... Yeah, that's so cool. I like that. That's cool. I'm getting very nautical vibes. Very beach housey vibes. Here. Okay, I'm feeling this. Are y'all feeling this? Because I'm feeling this. Okay, and it's finished. I had to go film a couple swipes for Instagram to promote the release of the prints, but what I just did was added these three. And something amazing happened with one of the swipes. I had a little drippage right there. You can see that it's dripping down, which is so beautiful. It turned out really, really good. So this is the one I did just for today, to show you guys what the process was like. But yeah, I had no idea how it was gonna start, where it was gonna go. I just knew I wanted to establish balance because as a print, I want someone to be able to hang it vertically or horizontally. There's really like no right or wrong way to put this in your home. I think that's what's really fun about it, is you could do anything you want to it. That's the way it was created, but you could do it any way. Honestly, I want to give this away to one of my amazing YouTube subscribers. So if you guys comment below your favorite painter, and subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications for me, and follow me on Instagram, I will send somebody this. And you could put it in your home, you could frame it. I like getting frames at Goodwill, actually. You can get some really great frames at Goodwill. So yeah, comment below who's your favorite artist. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on my notifications, and then go follow me on Instagram, and you'll be entered to win this guy. Yay! And also shop on urbangardenprints.com for my new collection. I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled to share this collection with y'all. Well, if you're wondering, as an artist, do you have a plan for leftover paint? Yes, I fully intend on using all of this to make some hydrangeas for my hydrangea print that I'm doing, like my fabric line.
I couldn't let y'all go without giving you a little sneak preview of the hydrangea pattern that is coming to my shop on Spoonflower. I'm gonna get it! Mackie, it's fall! It's fall! See, I'm much more interested in this big old thing of leaves. Yeah. That's a little big.